Alright, hello. I'm just making sure that the audio isn't glitching. Alright, hello. I'm just making sure that the audio isn't glitching. Inception. Okay. So now that we know that that's working, we're just going to begin the game. This is a game by Telltale Studios. They also made Batman the Telltale series recently, which, if you want to, I will most likely play myself. I already own it and I've already played through it once. It's just I wanted to make sure that it was kid appropriate. Um, so here I'm switching back to my other YouTube account, my main YouTube account. Alright. So I'm using my older mic, which will allow me to adjust my audio because I can physically move the mic closer or farther away from my mouth. I also want to make sure that you can't hear my breathing too much. Yeah, no, it's gonna get annoying. So I'm also doing this because I've been told that the audio and the visual stuff in the first, 5 minutes or so kind of freaks out. And so that's why I didn't want to start right away. And I'm going to let my friends know that I have started streaming. We will let the game load up. Let's see if I can stream this. Hopefully no copyright.
The history of Back to the Future in video games has not been a pretty one. And so my mandate to Telltale when they said we're going to do Back to the Future is this game cannot suck eggs.
I was aware of his frustration at previous attempts at making a game. Definitely, like the first time we met, we talked about that. With Telltale, our process starts with the story and the characters, and we apply the story mechanics later. And I think that people were really excited about the potential of where this could go because we really want to protect the license. And also for us, like getting Bob Gale's sign off was everything.
There's never going to be a Back to the Future Part 4. We're not doing that. But Telltale's Back to the Future game is pretty close to what a Part 4 could be.
Making a Telltale game is sort of modeled after the TV episodic model where we, instead of telling one story at once, we tell a bunch of stories that are all connected over the course of a season. So in Back to the Future's case, it was 5 episodes. So first we figure out like the really rough story arc, and that's kind of where everything starts.
We would have roundtable meetings with the Telltale guys would come down to LA. We got to talking about things. I proposed that.
And hopefully I don't get copyrighted, so we're just gonna... So we'll get started. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna just... Oh, I remember this. Okay. So this is where I will, do my, speech, I guess. So I originally played this game back actually on the Nintendo Wii back in 2012. The reason for how I got the game is I went to New York on a vacation with my family, and we went to either it was the Toys R Us in New York or the Nintendo World. It was the Toys R Us, and we went down into the video game part of the Toys R Us, and they were like, "Okay, you can get a game," and I'm like, "I already know which one I want," and I went up to it, and I'm like, "I want this one." And fun fact is that I've actually never completed it to this day. I've gotten through the first 3 episodes, I believe, because I was stuck on something, and it's like I'll just do it later. And then I got a PS3, which was about 2 or 3 years after that. And then no, I got my PS4 20, I don't know. It was my sophomore year of high school, and I'm only a junior now. Um, it was the beginning of my no, so it was in 2015 I got my PS4 like September. Um, and then before then I had my PS3, which I had for, I forget when that came out exactly, but I played that for a long time, playing Black Ops 3 with my friends. And then for the longest time before that, I had my Wii. So it's just kind of like upgrading from like a family-friendly system to an actual like gamer system, like the PS3. And then my sophomore year, getting my PS4 as a gift. Episode list. Oh, okay. So we'll go with this. All right. So, I'm gonna stay muted for this part right here.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Indy. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy, Lord. That.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch ahead.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
All right.
Notebook, notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times C and E equals...
Doc, shouldn't we get out of here before the Libyans show up?
Uh-oh.
Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is
Uh-oh.
I've made a horrible mistake.
Oh no.
it? Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Well.
Doc!
Oh, it was all. Oh, thank God. Wait.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Oh, the picture from Back to the Future.
Well,
Part
you're
3.
safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, no. There's just an intro for now. It'll be fun. I might just play through the entire episode. I might not. I don't know. I'll probably play through the entire episode. And, the game, I don't think it came out for PS3. I think it came out for Xbox, but I don't think it came out for Sony consoles. But if you've seen any of the movies, you would definitely love this game. That's for sure. May 14th, 1986.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, no,
Come to
this
see if
takes
the old
place.
crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
This takes place after the 3 movies because that's Biff after the first Back to the Future. Oh, there's so much to interact with. Here, let's go talk to Dad. George. Come on, talk to him.
Hey, Dad.
Doc's
I'm
alive.
telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
No, I remember what we need to do. You gotta get Biff away from something.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Come on, I saw it first.
I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Alright. Let's see.
Let's make some noise.
Throwback to the first movie.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Yeah, no. Alright, amplifier, there we
It took
go.
me forever to repair
No, wait,
this thing
oh wait,
after
no,
I
I
blew
think
it out
we have
last
to...
time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look! It's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll. Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly. Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Hey, Biff. It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Never mind. And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
I was just warming him up for you, Marty. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Alright, let's see.
I can't leave until I get Doc's notebook back from Biff.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything. Seems kinda empty without the courthouse. Looks like a hand-crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning-powered pencil sharpener.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my
and then you
adoring
can't skip
fans.
through it.
Now, Biff.
Oh, yeah. Here you go, Marty. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Now that is a dangerous amp.
So I guess the only thing left to do is talk. No, we'll look at the
I miss Einstein.
excuse me, my bad.
Hey, Biff. Never mind.
Let's see.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. Kind of like Doc. Hey, Dad. That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. You know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
I'm gonna be mad if this doesn't work, but let's try this.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
There we go.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Doc, where are you?
it has the... Oh, it has the Mr. Mixer thing.
Doc?
The mixer, I don't know. The blender thing.
Einstein! Where'd you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Wait, why did he close the door?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
No.
Okay,
Well,
Doc,
there's a
I
shoe
know I
there.
haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Yeah, I know.
Once I know when to look for Doc.
Ah.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
It's not like I can look around.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Yeah, I know.
Once I know when to look for Doc. I probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
Alright.
I can use those to enter a date into
Oh
the time
my
circuits.
god.
Once I know when to look for Doc. What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Oh wait, hold on. Inventory.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
There we go.
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
No, he's not. Oh wait, never mind, he is. Oh wait, no, I remember.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Nah.
No,
I
stop.
haven't got all day. You're trying my patience, young man.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
It's the shoe. It's the shoe. Oh my god, there we go.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Well, welcome
Mr.
to
Strickland?
Edna's.
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
We're about to do exactly the opposite, because what we have to do now is we have to...
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932.
Why would it just have it on
Fire
there?
must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Alright, no, so we gotta distract her again. No, I was just looking up when the Prohibition ended. And it was in 1933, because I thought it ended during the 20s.
Surely the water's boiling by now.
So now we gotta rush back.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
An hour.
Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
No, she's not. The Mr.
Marty!
Fusion.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Does he not question why there's a DeLorean?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Uh-oh. He's in the wrong year, I think. Car of the future. Haha. Why would they just have a random sign out in the middle of nowhere? Gotta go back in time. Do 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 do.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Oh, Marty, look at that getup.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment?
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets? No doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell them, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.